Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians.
Yeah.
The people can't take it no longer.
Country. If the servants protect the people of that country, not to put them life in misery. You understand me, Luciano?
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Serious
It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
Can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician, with the evil of mission, who know we blame. Too money and power and fame. Go burn up the youth, them relieve down the lane. Give them big gun and brainwash them brain. Yo, wanna buy them cow, wanna buy them clothes, and buy them things. I told them what them fight to the war and play the dirty game. Now the youth them get wild, cannot be tamed. Who no send no alarm and go shoot at them brains.
It's a government. Stop pressuring the poor. Politicians, the people can't take no more. It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor. Politicians, your judgment coming for sure. Wake up and face reality.
We have to face that, you know.
Cause the people, they need opportunity.
Okay.
Put some emphasis on the poor and the needy. Stop them from living in poverty. It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor. Politicians, your judgment coming for sure. It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor. Politicians, your judgment coming from sure.
We represent this country. None of them the reputable. People no make them jacket and tie them full of no. Under them jacket them a Satan cousin. Them a moving and saying but we're naive. Just me, the servants protect the people of that country, not to put them life in misery. You understand me, Luciano?
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure. It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
Can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician, with the evil of mission, who know we blame. Too money and power and fame. Go burn up the youth, them relieve down the lane. Give them big gun and brainwash them brain. Yo, wanna buy them cow, wanna buy them clothes, and buy them things. I told them what them fight to the war and play the dirty game. Now the youth them get wild, cannot be tamed. Who no send no alarm and go shoot at them brains.
It's a government. Stop pressuring the poor. Politicians, the people can't take no more. It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor. Politicians, your judgment coming for sure. Wake up and face reality.
We have to face that, you know.
Cause the people, they need opportunity.
For some who don't understand our purpose, may not understand our purpose. We as a family in Jesus' name would like to tell you the reason why we sing. Family.
Someone asked the question, why do we sing when we lift our hands to Jesus? What do we really mean? Someone may be wondering when we sing a song. At times we may be crying, and nothing's even wrong.
I sing because I'm happy.
I sing because I'm happy.
I sing
because I'm free.
His eyes on
the sparrow.
That's the reason.
That's the reason why I sing.
I want to know if you can help me say glory.
Glory, hallelujah.
You're the reason.
You're the reason why I sing.
Come on, say glory.
Glory, hallelujah.
Thank you, Jesus. You're the reason.
Why I sing.
Can we say it again? Someone asked.
Someone asked the question.
Oh, glory. Why do we sing?
Why do we sing?
When we lift our hands.
When we lift our hands to Jesus.
Oh, what do we really mean?
What do we really mean?
Someone may be wondering.
Someone may be wondering.
When we sing our song.
When we sing our song.
At times we may
be crying.
And nothing's even wrong.
Nothing's even wrong.
This is the reason why I sing because.
I sing because.
Oh, I don't know why he does it, but his eyes on. Oh, that's the reason why I sing. Come on, let's say it again. Glory. You're the reason why. Oh, hallelujah. I know I can get a witness in here. Glory. You're the reason, Jesus. I know about it. I just want to say glory. I give the praises to you. Oh, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. You're the reason why. Listen. And when the song is over, we've all said amen. And your heart just keep on singing. And the song will never end. Listen. And if somebody asked you, was it just a show? Lift your hands and be a witness. And tell the whole world no. Listen. And when we cross that river, this study war no more. We will sing. The one whom we adore. Come on, family, let's take it home. I sing because. I sing because. I don't know why he does it, but his eye is. That's the reason, though. If you let me say it one more time, can I say glory? You're the reason why. Oh, because I love you, Jesus.
Morning. Good morning, my people. Good morning. Natty.
Can I say it?
Natty. Minty Brown, good morning. Narja.
I give a praise.
Elaine Brown, good morning.
Hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. Thank you. You're the reason why I sing.
We lost the 8-year-old. I didn't hear that. I listened to the news this morning, got a glimpse at the newspaper. I didn't see that we lost the 8-year-old. Did we? I hope not. Honestly to God, I hope.
You're the reason why. Oh, I love you.
Yeah,
People can't take it
keep
no
it like the government of a country. If the servants protect the people of that country, not put them life in misery. You understand? The Luciano, what else, man?
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oh,
Politicians,
welcome
the judgment
to
coming
Portland
for
Spice.
sure. It's a government in your regiment. Stop
Luciano alongside Wayne Lonesome.
politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician, with the evil mission, who know we blame. Too money and power and fame. Go bring up the youth, them really don't believe. Get them big gun and brainwash them brain. Yo, what about them cow, buy them clothes and buy them clothes. Soon they want them fight to the war and baby dirty game. Now the youth them get wild, cannot be tamed. Who no send no alarm and shoot at them.
It's a government. It's a government. Stop pressuring the poor. Politicians.
No, man. No, Colette. No. She died. What is going on in our country? What is going on in Jamaica? You're going to take an 8-year-old out of school, slash her throat, pitch her out of the car. Really? That's so cool in another country? That's how cool we are? Not even the children. Not even the children. We not excuse. Oh my God, Jesus, we come to you this morning, asking you for strength. We come to you this morning, Jesus Christ, asking you to save our land, heal our land, Almighty God. We're begging you to heal our land. Hey, I don't know who is comfortable with the running of this country. Who is comfortable with how this country is being run? I am not comfortable. I, Colin Shakafiem Bell, not comfortable. Oh my God, my God, my God. We know that it could be worse. We know it could be worse. We know. And we're certainly hoping that it not get no worse. Really hoping that it not get no worse, my people. This not good.
Sunday, July 9, Boston Beach, Portland. Gates open at 9 a.m. featuring Loss, Kukudu, Fab 5, Dr. Beanie Man. Endorsed by the Jamaica Tourist Board, Recycling Partners of Jamaica, YardVacation.com, High FM. Link.com. Sunday, July 9, Trackback Boston Turk Festival.
I was really hoping that we'll be able to save the life of that little girl. Really and truly. Out of school, you know. She was taken out of school and murdered. Jesus.
This world is full of problems because of wicked men murdering children and killing our women. Oh, yeah, you should understand.
Randall Positive, Tech Center.
Children are God's prized possession. I'm telling you to leave our children alone. I'm begging you to leave our women alone. Stop killing out the future, see God on His throne. Cause only Him alone can solve your problems. Leave our children alone. I'm begging you to leave our women alone. Stop killing out the future, see God and his crown. Cause only him alone can solve the ground. Cause every day me wake up, same thing they on the news. Future lawyer, doctor, teacher, entertainer, we lose. Mr. Wicked Man, you have a choice, you better choose. Because we not gonna stop until this time's in the fuse. So you better think before you choose to act. And if you hurt another child, the whole world will react. Yo, take stop, try take a stop. Cause if you don't stop, God will lick you down flat. Put it by, leave our children alone. I'm making you to leave our women alone. Stop killing out our future, see God on his throne. Cause only him alone can solve your problems. Leave our children alone. I'm telling you to leave our women alone. Seek God Almighty and stop killing out your own. Cause only him alone can solve your problems. If you can't be true, if a man a get fixed. Like all some big man who pay the children for six. Uncle, father, brother, cousin, that are incest. Some other need to talk and make a joke too. This world is full of problems because of wicked men murdering children and killing our women. But they should understand we are children are God's prized possession. I'm telling you to leave our children alone. I'm begging you to leave our women alone. Stop killing out the future, see God on his throne. Cause only him alone can solve your problems. Leave our children alone. I'm begging you to leave our women alone. Stop killing out the future, see God on his throne. Cause only him alone can solve your problems. Cause every day me wake up, same thing they on the news. Future lawyer, doctor, teacher, entertainer, we lose. Mr. Wicked Man, you have a choice, you better choose. Because we not gonna stop until this time's in the fuse. So you better think before you choose to act. And if you hurt another child, the whole world will react. Yo, take stop, try take a stop. Cause if you don't stop, God will lick you down flat. Put it by, leave our children alone. I'm making you to leave our women alone. Stop killing out the future, see God on his throne. Cause only him alone can solve your problems. Leave our children alone. I'm telling you to leave our women alone. Seek God Almighty and stop killing out your own. Cause only him alone can solve your problems. If you can't be true, if a man a get fixed. Like all some big man who pay the children for six. Uncle, father, brother, cousin, that are incest. Some other need to talk and make a joke to the rest. The killing of the women, I'm not be condemned. Them are the mother, the earth, or them bring the children. Well, Mr. Wicked Man, a full time you realize you can't blow back, so you're not be take life. I'm telling you to leave our children alone. I'm telling you.
How you feel this morning as a parent?
Stop killing all the future, see God and his.
How do you feel this morning as a parent?
Leave our children alone. I'm telling you to leave our women alone.
You send your child to school,
wondering
if it's a case of can't catch squawk or you catch him shot.
The
baby. An 8-year-old is a baby. Baby.
Men, see God in your life.
Innocent, defenseless.
See God in your life and stop doing evil. Leave
Oh, somebody do that to a child. Then that make you feel like you're bad and powerful. That make you feel like you're bad. Slashing the throat of an 8-year-old who can't even push you off. That make you feel bad.
This world is full of problems.
When I sat down here this morning, I did not know that we lost the 8-year-old.
And killing our women.
Elaine Brown
should understand.
Sent me the message.
Children.
In the comment section this morning.
Prized possession. I'm telling you to leave our children alone. I'm begging you to leave our women alone. Stop killing out the future.
I know yesterday morning they were asking for blood.
Can solve your problem.
Somebody would donate blood for her.
Leave our children alone.
Even the Minister of Education was out there
women alone.
trying to get blood for her.
You just see God in his crown, cause only him alone can start your ground. Cause every day me wake up, same thing they on the news. Future lawyer, doctor, teacher, entertainer, we lose. Mr. Wicked Man, you have a choice, you better choose. Because we not gonna stop until this crime's in the fuse. So you better think before you choose to act. And if you hurt another child, the whole world of go react. Yo, take stop, try take a stop. Cause if you don't stop, God I'm gonna lick you down flat. Put it mind, leave.
Our leaders have been failing us miserably, failing us as it relates to the economy, failing us as it relates to murders in our country. We were promised that we would be protected. We were warned that we should not vote for the other party because they can't control crime. And that this present administration, the party that is in government, that they could control the crime and that people should vote for them because they could control crime. You cannot contradict me that they have failed on the crime front. They have failed and continue to fail. There's no contradiction in that. The figures are clear. But yet, their salary was increased in some cases by 300%, but easily all over 200%. That kind of increase for failing at your job. I hear former Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Bruce Golding, trying to justify it by saying that there are people who are managing hotels with 600 rooms and 300 rooms who are getting more money than what the Prime Minister is getting. And I said to the Most Honorable Bruce Golding, I will say to you, sir, that anybody managing a hotel and getting the results that our leaders are getting would have lost their jobs a long time ago. Morning, Gilly. Mother and morning. So therefore, I cannot agree that this salary increase for our political representative can be accepted. It's not accepted. And I want to remind our people that if you look at our teachers, they will never be able to work as a teacher and get rich. Neither our nurses, our police, our firemen, our soldiers. And when you talk about people who are working in the essential service, are these people? No country can run without its teachers, its nurses, its doctors, the firemen, the garbage collectors. Countries cannot run without civil servants. But based on their salary, they will never be able to work in those positions and get rich. So what happens is because they serve their country, the country ought to in return serve them. And politicians are in the same realm. We are a job as a politician to lead your country or to manage your country's affairs. It's not a get-rich job. It's a job of service. And when you serve in those capacity, even after you leave the job, then the country continue to take care of you. So it's not about what my country can do for me. It's about what you can do for your country. So when a man signs up to the army, it is about service. It's not about money. When you join the police force, it's about service. It's not about money. When you become a nurse, and I always say to people that nurse is a calling, because it's not a simple job. It has to be a calling. When you decide to become a teacher, it has to be a calling, because these jobs are not simple jobs and they don't come with the glamour and the glitter and the amount of money. So we believe that our civil servants should get a livable wage, just like our politicians. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying that they don't deserve a raise. I am saying the amount at one time, it's too much. It's vulgar. It's disrespectful. It's out of order. And I believe that it ought to be rolled back. And if the Prime Minister never see nothing wrong with it, then he would have take for him. So the Prime Minister said he has a conscience and him not think it right. So him not taking any of the increase. So it means that the rest who took the increase now have no conscience. Oh my God, why have thou forsaken us? Our children. You remember that child that was in her bed when the shot went through the wall and killed her? One gets shot in a taxi. What are we doing? And I like this message of Shernet. Yeah, I would not be surprised if the culprit was known by the baby girl. And with the throat slash, it's unlikely that she would have been able to say anything. And I hope that she was one of those bright ones that maybe could write her name. It's very sad. And as a parent this morning, or as a caring human being, you cannot feel good this morning. Cannot feel good. This country is in a state here. Country is in a terrible state.
This world is full of problems because of wicked men murdering children and killing our women. Oh, they should understand. Yeah, children are God's prized possession. I'm telling you to leave our children alone. I'm begging you to leave our women alone. Stop killing out the future, seek God on his throne, because only him alone can solve your problems. Leave our children alone. I'm begging you to leave our women alone.
Where is the outcry this morning?
God on his throne, because only him.
Where is the outcry this morning?
Because every day me wake up, same thing they on the new.
Fix what 80? Fix what 80? The Prime Minister can't even fix him cabinet. I would even go to the country, he can't even fix him cabinet. So he must leave 80 business alone. We have a worse murder rate than 80. We need outside intervention. Our leaders lack vision. Jamaica needs some serious mental health therapy. Ricardo Brown, big up yourself. How you feel this morning, brother? Knowing that the 80-year-old died. I did not know before I sat here this morning. And I listened to all my newscasts that I normally listen to. Scan the social media, scan the Gleaner. I did not see it. Where is the outrage this morning? We can't continue, so man. We need prayer. The country needs management. Some things you can't stop, you know. But you have to make people understand that if you commit certain crime, you are going to be caught. And me tell DP, so me still await to see if nobody will get caught for the beryllium robberies. or nobody will be charged for them. See them gone, them just fade away. The 9-day wonder style in Jamaica, they fade away. The banks are increasing fees. The banks are increasing fees. How and why? So I want somebody to explain me why we should be paying the bank to deposit our money when it is mandatory that we have to deposit it, Because remember that certain amount of money you can't spend again. You cannot go spend $1 million. In a sad state of affair. Take a child out of school. Because most of us, when we send our kids to school, we basically rest easy until time to go pick them up, We consider them to be safe, in a safe environment. In Queen I Freak have a tune where she say, and I weed this, and I weed this, and I weed this. And I weed this. And I weed this. And I weed this. And I weed this at all. Kill we pick them. Then how mankind are gonna continue if you're killing off the children. How mankind are gonna continue.
This world is full of problems because of wicked men murdering children and killing our.
This is a Portland artist. His name is Rondell Positive.
Yeah. Children are God's prized possession. I'm telling you to leave our children alone. I'm begging you to leave our women alone. Stop killing out the future, see God on his throne. Cause only him alone can solve your problems. Leave our children alone. I'm begging you to leave our women alone. Stop killing out the future, see God on his throne. Cause only him alone can solve your problems. Cause every day we wake up, same thing they on the news. Future lawyer, doctor, teacher, entertainer, we lose. Mr. Wicked Man, you have a choice, you better choose. Because we not gonna stop until this time's in the fuse. So you better think before you choose to act. And if you hurt another child, the whole world will react. Yo, take stop, try take a stop. Cause if you don't stop, God will lick you down flat. Put it by, leave our children alone. I'm making you to leave our women alone. Stop killing out our future, see God on his throne.
Morgan Heritage, them do a song named Heart of a Child. And you see, sometimes our radio stations who have so much influence spend so much time playing a whole heap of crap. And you don't hear songs like these played on our radios. You don't hear these songs. I want to play it for you this morning.
Heart of a child. We'd like to sing a song for all the children around the world. From the shores of the Caribbean to the jungles of South America.
Heart of a child.
To the inner cities of North America. Across the oceans to Europe and Africa. And over to Asia.
The heart of a child.
More precious than diamonds and pearls. Let's teach the children love
what it's worth. Yeah.
Heart of a child.
The heart of a child. Precious than diamonds and pearls.
Let's teach our children love.
Teach the children love and what it's worth. Yeah. In teaching children
children about love. Let's start with the words of the Lord. What better way to start where we know that God is love?
We've got to reach for their souls, save them from the troubles of the world. We can't give up, they look to us, and this we've got to know.
Innocence within their hearts are pure. And all they see us do, they will do for sure. Gotta be wise in all we do.
Gotta be wise in all we do.
Before their eyes, cause they're no fools.
They're not fools.
Children of
parents of tomorrow, children today.
Help us, Lord.
Oh, help us, Lord, I pray.
Heart of a child.
The heart of a child. More precious than diamonds and pearls. Let's teach the children love and what it's worth. Yeah. The heart of a child. More precious than diamonds and pearls. Let's teach the children love and what it's worth. When a child is young, it's the best time to learn.
When the heart's clean and
heart
pure,
is clean and pure,
innocence of all that's wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Let's open all eyes and see. When they're young, we've gotta put good seeds. So when they grow, the truth they'll know in their hearts and their souls will be free.
Innocence within their hearts are pure. And all they see us do,
And all they see us do, they'll do for sure.
For sure. Gotta be wise in all we do. Before their eyes, cause they're not fools. The parents of tomorrow are children today.
Ooh, help us, Lord, I pray. The heart of a child, more precious than diamonds and pearls. Let's teach the children love and what it's worth. Yeah. The heart of a child, more precious than diamonds and pearls. Let's teach the children love and what it's worth. Live for the children, yeah.
I tell them to say it hard this morning. It mash up my meds right now. Mash up my meds right now because all of the things them that I intended to talk about at the beginning of the program this morning gone through the window. Right through the window. Because I can't believe, say, I saw people them get wicked in Jamaica. I can't believe, say, I saw people them get wicked in Jamaica. Information coming from the police is that the double murder or triple murder, whichever one you want to call it, that took place in Port Antonio. They have somebody in custody who they have charged, and they have other people in custody as it relates to that murder. So I want to congratulate the police on moving a pace on that. Moving a pace on it and ensure that people who do them thing there know that they are going to be caught. Because that's what the thing is, you know. You want the thing to be at a place that when people commit them crime there, them know say jail not the far. And that is what is going to be one of the deterrent with people who are just going around and killing people like them can make life. As a year Randall Positive say, I know I take life, I know can make life. Eh? No can make life, but to not take life. It's a sad, sad day. in our country. Very sad. Very, very sad. Can't continue this way though. I thought someone was already charged. Yeah, man, someone has been charged, but there are other people in custody as it relates to the murder. I don't think the shooter has yet been charged, or they have confirmed the shooter. Why everything we believe we can kill people? And then death is so final. So final. Hmm? Let me move, if I can. Nobody want to call me. The number is 804-7072. Might want to express your thoughts. God, this thing has slowed me down this morning. Me not lie. Really slow me down. Because anybody knows me, know where I am at when it comes to children. They are to be protected. I beg Jesus Christ to cover them under his blood. But the devil is raging. Raging. Devil is raging. And then you have people who also sell them soul to the devil. Yeah, man. You have people who are selling their soul to the devil. So the devil don't even have to do so much work. 804-7072. You can call me straight, or you can call me on WhatsApp. It is sad though. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. And I hope that these persons are caught and they are not protected. They are not protected in any way. No citizens should protect these people. They should be handed over to the police forthwith. Anyone who have information should give the information and let the law take its course. 804-7072. You're watching Portland Spice TV. We're also live on Facebook. Colin Anthony at Facebook. Check it out. And everything connect. So whatever people getting on YouTube, you're getting that on Facebook as well. We ask that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Portland Spice TV. Subscribe, share, like our videos. The intention is to build out this channel to promote Portland. So I did a piece on Facebook about the railway remains. The remains of the railway that is left in Port Antonio. A major part of our history. And I don't know, they stop teaching history in school and start teaching what? Social study. But in about 1844, the railway line started in Jamaica. Long before a lot of places outside of Europe. Yeah. And I remember about 10 years ago, or maybe a little more, the remains of the railway in Port Antonio was sold to scrap metal people. I informed members of the council, and I can remember councillors Wayne Mackenzie, Dexter Rowland, former Mayor Floyd Pattison, they went down to the site and stopped. Well, not stop. They ensured that it never start. But a lot of the lines were sold, A lot of the lines were sold, and a final piece them did reach. They were going to cut up that turntable, and every artifacts that left around there, they were going to cut them up and use them for scrap metal. And these councillors went down there and used their authority to stop it. That is maybe over 12 years ago. Over 12 years ago. Top of the morning, Pastor. Beat and teach, bless up yourself. And I was passing the site the other day, and something stopped me. Because there are certain activities happening around there where we believe that if not dealt with now, the site is going to be destroyed. So, thanks to Loop News, they did a piece on it. I think it was yesterday, where I am calling on the local authority. And I am calling on the Heritage Trust to get the place clean up. Fence it round with chain link fence. Stop people from doing stuff on the turntable. Preserve the piece of history for future generation. I don't hear of another one in Jamaica, another turntable. I don't know if there was another one. Maybe that cut up on self scrap metal already too. Because you see, Marcus Garvey tell you, if you don't know your roots, of people who don't know them history, now go nowhere. Because you don't know the pain it took to get us where we are. And that's why you have Jamaicans who are seldom vote. Because they don't know the pain it took to get each and every one of us the opportunity to vote. So some people sell it for $5,000, for $1,000. Some people sell it for a drink of rum because they don't know their history. They don't know that somebody would have died for this opportunity that you have to vote. They don't know their history. Some of you don't know that train used to run at Jamaica before New York. Some of you don't know that St. Elizabeth had electricity before New York. Some of you don't know that Port Antonio had a building with air condition before the United States. Yes, Port Antonio had a building with air condition long before many first world countries. How many of you know that? How many of you knew that? My people, my people, my people. Wake up. Wake up. What is it that you are going to leave for the future generation? Nanny, Paul Bogle, Sam Sharp, Marcus Garvey. They fought for what we are enjoying now. What is it you are fighting for the future generation? You're selling out the future generation. Selling it out. So, I'm calling on my people. I put up the post. Let's go back to the post about the railway site in Port Antonio. And some fool people who call themselves supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party because they are not Jamaicans. Whatever you say, and they believe it is against the Jamaica Labour Party, even if it is good for Jamaica, then cuss you. So they start quarrel. Or me shut my mouth. And how long PNP didn't have power. And one of my cousin start list out how much PNP member of parliament gone before. So, Mr. White, let me ask you something. You want me to call Sam Lawrence to come fence the place? Or call Linville Bloomfield to come fence the place? Why you not stuck in our
Yeah, Shaka Fear, big up yourself. Can't tame. You don't know here to hear the same thing. I'll let you say so. You don't know a real backlocks. You see me? Yeah, we know. Suddenly, some friends became a foe for reasons that I know. Said to us, it's a waste of time. Let's step it up on crime. But I'm a warrior for the divine. Fighting a spiritual war for peace. Hypocrite relax. Trace back. Shaka Fear, my real backlocks.
I told a friend of mine the other day that the things them when me talk are not of this flesh and blood. Spiritual intervention. And we talk with things them. So, when we see the fact that the railway site needs intervention, we are going to call it out. And me no want nobody come tell me about past. You can't go back and live in the past. You must use your history to ride on that to the future. So it never done in the time when the PNP was in power. So you stupid people, what are you telling me that it's not supposed to be done in the time when the GLP in power? Me think gonna go in there for do something. And it's obvious that you guys have no vision. But it's also a problem for me because I don't look like I don't have no sight either. Because these things are staring you in the face. That's why I believe practice makes perfect, Because if you don't practice, that's why I like domino, I like cricket. Because when you are at the crease in a cricket match, you're responsible for the well-being of the team. If you are bowling and over, you are in charge at the time when you're bowling. So you must bowl properly. And if you are get beaten, the skip off, it take you off. Now what is happening in Jamaica? The bowler I get lick left, right, and center. Andrew Wellness is the bowler. And he's been hit out of the park regularly. 6 times in a one over the lick him over the boundary. No. Maybe that's not the proper way. Maybe me should have said my ball pure wide and no ball. Because it will take the opposition to lick him out of the park. And the opposition miss some long up. Andrew Wellness is a donkey drops bowler. We are bowl beer long up. And the opposition now lick them out of the park. But him also a bowler whole heap no ball. And a whole heap wide. And beamers. Him bowling pure rubbish. Pure rubbish. Him not getting no wicket. Can't get no wicket. Are calling on the opposition to start lick him out of the park. More often. More often. You see, when they announced that pay increase, and the opposition said no, it would be a last ball, The cricket game would have done. The cricket game would be finished. And then the man a bowl be a rubbish and he no want come off. He over can't done. It's the longest over in history because he's bowling pure wides and no ball. Talk to me.
Good morning, Shaka.
Morning, my brother. What you say?
Well, firstly, I must say, before I get to what I want to talk about, as a teacher and as a father of 2 girls,
Jesus.
I want to express my condolences to that family who lost their 8-year-old. In fact, I have a 9-year-old, and I would know how I deal with losing her even at 9.
Me have a 9-year-old.
So I must say,
you know me have a 9-year-old daughter too.
Yeah, man. So I must say,
half dozen daughter me have, 6 of them.
Yeah, man. My daughter had to do an operation last year around this time, and it was one of the most eye-opening things in my entire life. Just the fact that they had to put her to sleep, and when you're told that she must wake.
And then you have to leave her in the hospital.
Why, Shaka? It was terrible, but the good father guided through. So I know the father and the mother must be
what you tell these
at
parents,
a sad place.
what you tell these parents, Wilson? What you tell them parents, you say? Who lose them?
Boy, I don't know how you can talk somebody out of a situation like that, I don't know what you can tell them for them to be comfortable. But you see, I always believe that experience should actually be teachable moments so that we can actually learn from it and see how or what we can get out of it. So if it means that it requires change in a particular policy or getting the consciousness of the people to actually be a supporter of the police, and be against crime and violence, because the reality is, is that whosoever carry out this act is either somebody's son, somebody boyfriend, somebody husband, but somebody, they're related, them not just an aliens do it.
Somebody know.
And somebody know. So if it's even for once, come on the side that are the rest of people who don't really support crime and violence, and make we start the process. Because I was explaining to somebody the other day, that we watch these American movies and crime fighting, but there's one thing about it where we not understand, is that the citizens take a responsibility to be a part of the process. And in Jamaica, the first thing a man say, boy, me can't tell police this or can't tell police that because I don't want to lose my life. Right, I don't my business. But ultimately, one day again, reach our doorstep.
Talk to me.
And with a wish somebody else.
Talk to me.
Somebody else.
We'll talk.
Somebody else will talk. So we can start the process. So that is my bit on that. I just wanted to give a shout out to those people or anybody who connected to them. A child in the class. It's got to be traumatic to the children who are that young girl classmates, That is going to be something they have to live with for the rest of their life.
Oh, you mean, man? Oh, you mean?
And that will impact how they relate, how they see school, how they think about themselves, whether they think feel safe or not safe.
But as I said earlier, as parents, when we send off our children to school, we feel that they are safe and we don't really even think about them much until time comes to go pick them up. Because we said that they are in a safe space. Them are right.
Right.
Any little thing you expect is between them and another child or teacher.
Right.
You don't expect them to be missing out of school and /fling out. Where we get that from?
Yeah.
I don't we that.
Yeah, it's not really a part of we, but let me tell you something.
Man.
If we should look back, we can recognize the callousness and the viciousness of Jamaican has been it is how should I put this now? It'll get more traumatic because the things that we do, even the kids at school, how they treat each other. Because the reality, if as adults we're so aggressive to each other, when you hear people cannot even discuss an issue without getting personal and want to fight and send you up on their mother and tell you this and tell you that. Right. And the reality is, if the children them in our environment like that and then become adult, they might become more vicious.
Yeah.
So they might carry out some vicious act. So adults have a responsibility to actually temper the way, the things we discuss. You see people in a parliament that have discussion and cuss out. Hello?
Talk to me, man. May I hear you?
Yeah, man.
May I hear you loud and clear?
With a hope, that as a society, we take back the society from the persons who are pushing us into the corner.
Because, and it's the minority, you know, brother. The minority.
Yeah, but listen.
What, 1 or 2% of Jamaicans?
The world, but remember this, you know, the world is not a dangerous place because of evil men, you know. But it's because of those good men who sit by
and do nothing
and watch evil men prowl and destroy the world.
Talk to me.
So
talk to me.
So anytime we reach the point where we accept, say, look, we cannot sit by and allow evil men to make the decisions.
Talk to me.
It's like a man who stay home and don't vote. And then him say the system corrupt.
Yes,
and a mad people are vote for the government. But
yes.
him never go participate, because participation not necessarily means that your side have to win, you know.
No.
But the fact is that you go out there and try make a difference.
Exactly.
Try vote. If you're not agreeing with what is there, vote against it.
Talk about the man in the mirror.
But the reality is that they have been sold something that to say none of them are better than each other. And you can't swap back dog for monkey. Who they must support. But this morning,
all right.
my discourse.
But hold on, Wilson.
Was
Black dog and monkey are not the same, you know. Black dog and monkey is not the same.
But they sell a narrative there to the massive still.
See,
and some of them believe it.
Full narratives is sold to people and then buy it.
Yeah.
Black dog and monkey are two different species, brother. Talk to me.
This morning, I wanted to have a discussion with you as it relates. I thought about it the entire week, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about the NHT.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The NHT is an entity that was created to provide housing solutions for the poor working class Jamaicans.
Right, a trust fund.
It was a trust fund.
It is a trust fund.
Oh, it was conceptualized.
where you say it's no longer a trust fund?
What I'm gonna get there, man. Just because it's something I'm telling you, think about, you know.
Yeah.
Now, as a result, the government at the time enacted law that requires every working Jamaican to contribute to this trust fund, with a view that sometime within the future they will be able to get a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, over the years, persons have benefited. The NHT has reached the point where, even before the present restructuring of wage, persons who work within that entity were some of the best paid Jamaican. However, if we should really analyze dollar for dollar, I cannot conclude that the NHT is actually fulfilling the mandate of how it was created to function. And I'll tell you why. It cannot be that every Jamaican, working Jamaican, is mandated to contribute to this trust fund, when the way it has been functioning over the years is that majority of who contribute will not get a benefit. Now, on top of that, successive government has seen this cash of funds and started to use the funds for budgetary support. Remember, you know, this fund was created to do what? Provide housing solutions for poor working people.
Yes.
Now, I born live in a Portland. I'm going to tell you my personal experience with the trust. Since my working life, is one housing development take place in the entire parish, and that was Fair Prospect Heights, or so they call it.
At the time, no. I don't know how old you are.
No, man. NHT development. I'm not talking about development that UDC did,
No man, but
and you can go through NHT.
But hold on.
Uh-huh.
Anchovy is a housing trust.
No man, that was before. That was before my. Yeah man, that was before my working life.
Okay.
Because I remember as a child, two of my uncle got houses in that development.
Okay.
So it was before. So I'm talking about my working life.
And you're talking about the scheme where housing trust build the houses and
right,
people get them,
and
right.
provide the solution. Right. And
so
you
I
am
never
saying,
know about Drapers either? Drapers Heights
no
and
man,
flat.
I heard. No, that was before my working life.
Okay, all right.
And I have been working. No, I'm going to show you something. And I've been working for 27 years. So therefore, if it is that you have an entire parish that a person working here for 27 years can only identify one housing trust.
Hold on. Woodstock housing scheme, the new one. I think that was done under Jigs Ennis, so that wouldn't be so long either.
Jig Ennis?
Yeah, man. Woodstock housing scheme.
But that would have been Chaka Jig Ennis. That would have been about 20, 25 years, you know. A long time, that, you know.
Yes.
Anyway, the point to me, I drive at Chaka.
It would have been before 2007. Yeah. Because Jigs, I think, resigned.
A long time.
2007.
Exactly. So the point to me,
it is sometime, yes. Yes.
Yeah, man. The point to me, is that it cannot. Huh?
Would be a housing scheme. I try to remember how long ago that was, though.
A long time.
That was under Jigs Ennis as well.
Yeah, but the point to me, I try to drive at is that it cannot be that you have these executives and this agency paying the worker well and say it is well run when all they do is do a few solutions and stockpile the money to the point where the government can use it for budgetary support and the trust still functional.
I said something to you though. I think our people needs more education as it relates to NHT, because ironically it was Tuesday. I said to a friend of mine who is somewhat self-employed, go down at NHT, go sign up your thing so you can get some money from the NHT. And he went down there on Thursday. So a lot of people, hold on, a lot of people who are even self-employed don't understand that they can go pay NHT and get the money, because on the contrary, as you said, you only know of one housing scheme that NHT build the houses. But I am sure that there are other schemes that people got benefit, because I will tell you straight up that my first house is NHT money me use build my first house.
No, but I got benefit, you know. So I don't want. I'm make it clear.
So
I got a benefit.
Make clear that. Make that clear. That
yeah, make clear that I got a benefit, but I got my benefit.
Me get me bill, and after 15 years, you know, you can get an next piece of money, and me get that too.
Right. I got benefit because I got some money to assist me to buy on the open market.
Right.
So I got benefit.
Right.
But the point that I'm making is that if the NHT was fulfilling its mandate, we'd have less squatting. One, we'd have more organized community. Two, and three, we'd have more persons living within the parish, which would have been to the betterment.
Shortage in the parish. Serious.
Exactly. So I am saying to you, how is it NHT can have so much money put one side that the government can take how much $1 billion each year
every year
from the trust?
I'm still planning to take up until what 2025. Them still are gonna take up till 2025,
and them still gonna take after that. Because me not convinced, say them now gonna stop take. So my point is, all they are doing with the money. If you live in St. Catherine on that side, if you're working and you're below 50. And you not really have a house and you have a good job, never interested to live at the places where the house them make. But I am saying, if everybody in Jamaica contribute to the trust, there must be some equitable development across the country so that everybody can get a chance. Because easy, you know.
But you may have said
as easy. You take the build and own land thing, 90% of young people don't own the land.
Yeah.
So them can't build on their own. Because if you don't own land, you can't get the build on one.
And the
So don't
cost
tell
for
me say
lands
that
in
is
Portland,
available.
especially in East Portland, the cost for land in East Portland
Exactly.
is exorbitant.
Even when you're going to back on the open market, when you get 6.5, the average 2-bedroom house in a good condition I sell for 15 million.
Talk to me.
So therefore, you still have to go look another loan.
If you make up that.
Because they're not lending you more than that. So the point of me I make it up is that we need, and in any discussion going forward as future MP and interest in the development of the parish, it must be that you have to bring in the NHC and say, look, man, we have to provide housing solution for young people within
so you are saying,
the parish.
You are saying in my manifesto, at least within the first 5 pages, we must put
seek to
housing solutions for our young people and our working class
you're going
people.
to incorporate the NHT to be a part of that development.
Yes. And we
for
have
the
lands.
Parish, because
we have lands. And I like when I have lands.
Lands is not the problem. Because let me tell you something. If you make the house them in our community where nobody not living up, the fact that the houses did the people are going to live.
Then also you build new communities. Nobody never live up on Orange Heights. Look how much people up there now.
Exactly. So the point to me when I drive at Shaka, we representative of the people must be looking in that direction and say, look, man, how we can make the life for the simple, the ordinary Jamaican
easy,
much better.
Because
you know, most people will go back to foreign Shaka because they can't buy one house.
Because let me say
something they don't see themselves owning a house.
Let me say something to you. The NHT, if you're doing build and own land, you only can get what? About 6.57 million.
6.5. I think they will move it to 7.5 shortly.
But if they build the house and the house costs 14 million, you will get the full loan to buy the house.
If your salary is above certain range, remember that is a condition as well.
Right, but a lot of people don't know that.
It's not automatic.
So the house is not, when you're buying the house from NHT, you get more than if you're building on one land.
Exactly, and that is why the NHT need to be building these things, because NHT themselves know say 6.5 can't be like a 2-bedroom. They know that enough.
But it barely can buy the land in a East Portland.
Exactly. So the point I make, I want you and other representatives think about putting
Wilson,
that as a.
Me not think about that. Me not think about that. Consider it done. That is not something to be think. That is not something for you to sit down and think about. That's a fact of life you just present, and it needs to happen. So consider that done. One love, my brother.
Yes. Yeah, man. Cool.
All right. So this is some message that people want to call. So let's open the line. The line is open, 804-7072. You can call me straight or you can call me on WhatsApp. I'm thank Wilson for that, because we are going to immediately put that in the plans, that housing solutions, and not just land, but the NHT build these houses that people can get them at cheaper rate. Because I said before, if you're building on own land, they're giving you $6 or $7 million. If they build a house, they will give you the loan once you qualify. If the house even costs $14 million and you meet the threshold, you will get the $14 million to buy the house. That's the difference with the NHT. So it is one of the most brilliant implementation. And when we talk about politics, that's why you talk about legacy, policy legacy. And I'm going to tell anybody this, without any fear of contradiction, that the People's National Party have the most policy legacy in this country. When you look at the NHT, it was a policy of the People's National Party. When you look at TEF, Tourism Enhancement Fund, where the government now taking money from to do a whole heap of things, it was a policy of the People's National Party. When you talk about JSIF, People's National Party policy, and right now these things are relevant. These are the agencies that are driving Jamaica moving forward, where people can get funds from to do things. And that's why I'm telling you, say, the two parties are not the same. So there's no swapping no black dog for no monkey. It's two different animal. Monkey a monkey, dog a dog. You understand what I say? And I would want to say to you, if you're classing the two party as black dog and monkey, I would want you to class the PNP as the dog. An intelligent being. Me don't know much about the monkey. The dog is trainable. I believe the monkey might be trainable too. But listen to me. If you look at the history of the two political parties, they are different. And if you look at the present, they are different. So let me get into a little of the politics that go on this week. And I saw something little while. Yeah, I still have it on the screen. It really doesn't matter. But is it true that the little girl that is a policeman, that even make it worse and more dangerous? Make it worse and more dangerous if it's a child of a policeman. Because it couldn't be that you can't catch a policeman so you're killing people. Beat and teach, where there? Have Mr. Wilson help you write the part of your manifesto. Yeah, man, me invite Mr. Wilson on the team, man. Because, you see, we want to move Portland forward and take our people from street side greetings to business meetings. So, Peter Bunting has been exonerated from the Integrity Commission. And then Bobby Mantic start cussing at the parliament. The man said he made public statements. Now imagine this. This man is a legislature. Because as a member of parliament, your first responsibility is as a legislature. Morning, my niece. And as a legislature, you should understand the laws of the country. So, the Integrity Commission said they had a problem with Bobby Montague giving gun license to people of questionable character. They said the same thing about Peter Bunting. And let me show you why the two parties different. Peter Bunting got his lawyers and they responded line by line to the Integrity Commission and made a submission. The Integrity Commission looked at the submission and came back and said they removed the cloud from over Peter Bunting because they saw nothing wrong. They said Bobby Montague answered appeals to people of questionable character as well. But here what Bobby said. Bobby said he made public statement. No, the people can't react to public statement. MP. If you want them to look at your case or reopen your case, you must write to them. You must write. So you coming out quarrel now. And I wonder if we're really looking and realize that this man is a legislature, ought to know better, and coming lambasting the Integrity Commission. Here the next one. So the Integrity Commission wrote to the Prime Minister and to the leader of opposition, saying, here is a code of conduct we want you to sign on behalf of your cabinet members and on behalf of the members of the shadow cabinet by the leader of the opposition. So the letter with the code of conduct attached was sent to the Prime Minister and one was sent to the leader of the opposition. I'm showing you the difference. The leader of the opposition, being a professional, a businessman, somebody who knows what it is to be efficient and effective, responded in writing to the Integrity Commission. Wrote back to the Integrity Commission and said, I receive your letter. However, on looking at the code of conduct, I would prefer if each of the members of my shadow cabinet sign individually on their own behalf. The Integrity Commission agreed, the leader of opposition signed, and members of the shadow cabinet would have also signed. Now, when I listen to Robert Morgan and I listen to my friend Sanjay on Power 106, I listen to him and Dean Jackson Miller. To date, nobody asked him if the Prime Minister responded to the Integrity Commission. But he keeps saying to them that him not see the code of conduct. And they want him to sign it. But he will not answer the question that, is the Prime Minister supposed to show you it? No. I hear people calling him a spinner. But make we go back to the cricket. Make we go back to the cricket. Every batsman I read film spin. He don't have no googly. He don't have no half break. He don't have no leg spin. He just a turnover and being hit out of the park for 6 every time. How is it that he would have done so many interviews and on all the interviews him keep saying him no see it? Now my conclusion is that him don't want to see it. Because after the first interview, let's say you never know about it, and you did the first interview, you know go look and see it, brother. You know go find it, other people find it on the internet. You know ask the Prime Minister, say, hey, what happened to the code of conduct? Make us see it now. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. When you try to deceive and you weave that kind of web, dangerous thing. Dangerous thing. You come out telling lies and you have to use one lie to back up the next lie. And then you have to use a lie to back up the next lie, and then you start look like a jabroni. What is jabroni? We call when we don't want to call them idiot. But you start look stupid when you're telling so much lies. Artist, congratulations to our son of Portland being the latest commercial pilot. Let us help our children realize their dream. Cleo Bennett, big up yourself, mama. Big up yourself, Cleo Bennett. Big up yourself. Congratulations, mommy. Well done. Congratulations to your son. I hope I will be on a flight one day where he's at the control. Yeah, man. I would be delighted. Yes. Although I kind of get afraid of plane, you know. Jano. I don't mean not too much more of this flying thing. Had a flight from Raleigh to Philadelphia the other day, and that one took the cake. That one took me to a place where I don't know how much more interest I have in flying. But it would be a pleasure to fly with your son, Clay. I would take on that.
Yeah, Shaka Fear, big up yourself. Can't hear me, don't know here to hear the same thing.
So for those of you who are saying the two political parties are the same, it is because we're not labor, right? Me I gotta say that straight this morning. Because I am confident that no member of the People's National Party would acknowledge or would accept that the two parties are the same. They are not the same. They don't have the same record. They don't have the same level of achievement. They don't have the same level of integrity. No way at all. Are they the same? We say Lily, them are confused PNP the labor right them. Hold on. I want to play Kiprich tune this morning. This is YouTube, so there's a one word in it, but I want to play it for you this morning. Who never hear it?
Yeah.
Behave.
Yeah. Watch your style, yeah. Me love Jamaica, me nah sell it out. Me a do this, me nah talk with no doubt. Everybody see the salary. One to the teacher, the helper, the nurse, it a bad away. Jamaica. When Andrew said Jamaica freeze, nobody to run. This a go be the biggest robbery without gun. You ever see a man, but that country fi ransom. Jamaica get fucked without a condom. You can't call police, that da come. A the baddest man, this me ever see a running ground. When not in a bag of chat, him a tweet and turn and any boy talk, lose them teeth and tongue. First thing, look where him do to daddy one. As the youth get a break, you take with this slang. Next thing, where you know bro got from, cause that a fi artist and no fi politician. Mr. Man, where you know about Clark's brand, thief your teeth it from the Gaza done. From you, man, you are a gentleman, no a Clarks you are use and a win election. Jamaica, me ask how a dream, how this a digital thing ya adin. Then I wear the bag juice sell and the peanuts sell and the jerk man forget card machine. Hold on, all the go them I go get tip. It look like money pull up I go get lit. Then I want to go on a back road, if strip, you will send them custom.
Hold on there. Behave yourself. Bring it back.
I go lock face. A brawling robbery. You know see a brawling robbery. This better than the beryllium. You know see a buy neck them halfway.
Hold on there. Brawling robbery. Last week, I think it was the CM Wilson was telling us that the road on a St. Thomas a mash up already. So I was in St. Thomas yesterday. Went down to Morant Bay yesterday. And the road with them asphalt. A lice know what that's the name? With the bakery there. Before you reach the hospital. The road has sink already. So I now understand when they said it's 2 inches of asphalt I go between Boston and Port Antonio. And they can't put on 1 inch. Because you know what I also realized, the base not upon the road. And my information is that up at Boston, they're not going to put on no base. It is what they call layover. So they're going to just run asphalt on the existing surface like they did in Long Bay. So this a brawling robbery.
This better than the beryllium. You know see a buy neck them have all in robbery. If you a send them customer, you go lock face. A brawling robbery.
A what?
You know see a brawling
robbery.
This better than the beryllium. You know see a buy neck them halfway. Brawling robbery. You know see a brawling robbery. If you a send them customer, you go lock face. A brawling robbery. You know see a brawling robbery. This better than the beryllium. You know see a buy neck them halfway. Brawling robbery. You know see a brawling robbery. You know sister citizen around Nana Jump Mexico all gladly. Jamaicans are run out, Chinese them a run in. You know see a tour road them alone look clean. Everywhere you turn in this a crime scene. All the returning residents fear to fly in. Public sector's a cry. Can't believe you a deal with them so dry eye. You know see the minimum wage need a maximum raise. Poor people need a little blind. Poor people need a little blind. What me say? Poor people need a little blind. Yo, SSL, they don't wear the hell. All the money can and nobody can tell. All the save we are save the interest now swell. You know what you got happen when bucket down well. Packs of the pay, where's the return? Every time you no win, every bridge you no burn. When the youth them a hustle that are the concern. We no praise wrongdoing. Brawling robbery. You know see a brawling robbery. You know see a citizen around Nana Jump Mexico all gladly. Jamaicans are run out, Chinese them a run in. You know see a tour road them alone look clean.
Everywhere you turn in this a crime scene. All the returning residents straight to fly in. Public sector's a cry. Can't believe you a deal with them so dry eye. You know see the minimum wage need a maximum raise. Poor people need a little blind. Yeah. Poor people need a little blind. What me say? Poor people need a little blind. Yo, SSL, they don't wear the hell. All the money can, and nobody can tell. All the save, we are save the interest now swell. You know what you got happen when bucket down well. Tax have to pay, where's the return? Every time you no win, every bridge you no burn. When the youth them a hustle, that are the concern. We no praise wrongdoing, but where them a go turn. Oh, this a digital thing, ya adin. Then I wear the bag juice sell and the peanuts sell and the jerk man forget card machine. Hold on, all the go them a go get tip. It look like money pull up, I go get lick. Then I will go on a back road, hip strip. You a send them customer, ya go lock face. A brawling robbery. You know see a brawling robbery. This better than the beryllium. You know see a buy make them halfway. Brawling robbery. You know see a brawling robbery.
I keep rich that. I only remember in the 80s, you hear so much artists I sing song a lick out on the government. I played a Lucian and Wayne Lonesome earlier. And that was keep rich. Man say a brawling robbery. You know see a by the neck them halfway. Now, I had a discussion this morning with a virgin of mine. And we were talking about run a center so much of the road around there. A mash up where fix already. And hillside are come down. And those of you who have been listening to the program for some time would have heard me since 2020 raising deacons and hell and all kind of sitting. Colin Bella give them hell over that road situation. Because the new road that was slated from Harborview to Port Antonio wasn't just because Porsche wanted to do a new road, but it was because after the survey and the research on the existing alignment, it was obvious that the existing alignment had issues, and with the increasing volume of traffic on our roads would not be able to carry it. The swamp out of Bowden, the flooding at Ardley Crossing, white horses being taken away by the sea, areas in Mansion Hill, areas in Long Bay, Clear Spring in a swamp. So those are some of the issues why the most honorable Portia Simpson Miller got a new road design in the hills and signed off on it with China Harbor, signed off on the funding with the Chinese Exim Bank. So let me tell you this morning, the present road construction or road rehabilitation, it is because of the robbery, brawling robbery to the people of Portland and St. Thomas by this Jamaica Labour Party government. So I don't want them to take no picture. Tell them don't take no picture upon this road here, because the only thing that they have to do with this road here is make it worse than it was supposed to be. They take away what we were supposed to get. So tell them, I say, no go take no picture. No take no more picture upon the Southern Coast Highway, because it have nothing to do with this JLP administration. The only thing that they have done to it is to downgrade it, and they should have been ashamed of themselves. Downgrade the road and then they go take picture. 2 inches of asphalted concrete. No sub-base in some places. What do you think is going to happen? 3-4 years' time, we are back in the position that we were before. People don't need to open their eye. Open their eyes. Read. Listen to news. Listen informative program. Programs that gives you facts. And that's why them fire me off of the radio. Them fire me off of the radio because I'm talking these things. I know nothing me do. And some people still don't want to believe that they fire me. Them say, you left Shaka. No, I was fired. I still have the letter. I still have the letter. But them fire me off of the radio for the truth. Because I would have said it every Saturday morning. The road rehabilitation that they are doing is not going to hold up. The quality of the work is not good enough. I would have warned them that we watch the construction of the road from Ocherius into Port Antonio. We watched it. Some of us would have been involved in the construction. We saw the engineering coming out of Europe. We ask questions and we get understanding of why certain things was done. We never suffered this much on that road construction. But listen to me. Listen to me. I put out a post and I congratulated the MP for Portland for raising the funds for the people who got burnt out in the market. And when a man does something good, you must congratulate him. So the MP for Portland said he made calls and he named some of the companies and they got some money. And I said, my only hope is that the money would be paid at a neutral venue. So I want to congratulate them again that they went to the market and that's where they paid the money. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's how it must be done. But you know, don't have to see the amount of labor right now will cost me. Because me say, they lost everything in the fire. Leave them with their dignity. And the labor right then cost me. Say, where for me money there where me I go give. Me no have none. Me no have none. Figure them. Yet. Everybody, every show have its actor. We play them on a role. I was there on the Sunday morning, did my best, and them I give money. Money fine fast though. So, all I'm saying to people, open your eyes. And remember this. Money is the root of all evil. The love of money, sorry. I have my apologies. The love of money is the root of all evil. How much you can walk away from money because you don't think you're supposed to take money from that person? Some people money me don't want it, you know. All when me hungry. And some people are give me money. Me don't want it. What me say? Me now go thief neither. I get a joke one day, you know. I get a joke. No, I'm going to tell you the joke. One day, down a garage, I'll play domino. I mean, I gotta tell you now who the people I mean I joke to. So, we did play domino. Dish are my brethren. Dish our brethren. So, me and Dish and Councillor Mackenzie sit down there. We are chat. We play domino and we chat all kind of crap sometime. Dish is a PNP, you know, solid PNP. But Dish now, I don't know if me want Macara way in my Mac. In jump up and say, me I got turn labor right because them have the money. So we look at him and say, so if Uncle Batman have money, you turn Batman too. Boy, this sound lock off. This sound lock off clean. So I'm just saying that to say to you. Be careful of bragging over people's money. And who have money. Just be careful. And I warning our young people. or young people. Look at your future. In fact, to the young people, you have more to lose when you sell your vote than the older folks, you know. It is you who needs a better tomorrow. It is you, the young people, who needs the opportunity to go forward. It is you, the young people, who needs a government with good policies that will benefit you in the long term. So I'm saying to the young people that liquor money and the dinner money when I vote for tappy. Tappy, tappy. You see, those of us who are old, we would have passed through certain things already, and right now we just go and live, or them just go and live and I eat food. Because I'm still young. Me very young. 25. Very young. So, I am warning the young people of this country. Participate. Vote. But not make nobody buy your vote. Listen to the argument because you're more intelligent than when we did young. You have more intelligence. You have more information at your fingertip. You have more information. Question these people who are come about them want to run. When you see Shaka Fame coming down the area saying want to run for MP, say, hold on, Shaka. Sit down there so we have some question for you ask you. Ask the questions and make him answer them. Him can't answer them, no vote for him. Him no want to sit down and answer the question them, no vote for him. When you see Shaka Fame coming in your community, say, Shaka, when you go and have that town hall meeting where me can ask you a question and me can hear other people question you. Say, Shaka, when you are going to have the debate with your GLP opponent, because we want that to happen, we want the information, we want you in your belly. Say, Shaka, when you are going to give an interview to Dean Jackson Miller, when you are going to give an interview to Simon Kraskill, so we can hear them question you. Because sometimes you don't have all the questions, you know. Sometimes you need to hear some other people question them politicians here. And dig in at them, find out where them have plan, and find out if are rubbish. Because some of them can talk down to you, you know. They can go on a stage and tell you one bag of crap because you can't ask them nothing. And then gone. Now listen to me this morning. You, the young people, are the future of the country. You are expected to be here much longer than the older folks. So if the country mash up now, you're going to suffer more. You're going to suffer for a longer period of time. Understand yourself. A man giving you a fish is not the best thing for you. A man teaching you to fish will feed you and your offsprings. You hear me? Say it again. A man who gives you a night dinner, you might glad because your belly are full. But a man who gives you a job or teach you how to do something to earn from is doing way better for you than the ready done dinner. I was very happy. On Tuesday, I went up to Hector's River, Scotch Run, Belcastle. Was over Belcastle. Swelling a vibes with some youth. And the man them pull out a movie that they did. Pull out a movie and say, yo, we have talent in the Shaka this way though. And one of my colleagues that was there to me said to them, yo, And this Shaka talk about every day Shaka tell we say this can happen. It is the first that she was seeing some youth in our community would have done it already. And like I said to the Minister of Finance, when you put $1 billion to assist the filmmaking industry, you channel the money wrong. Because these guys in Belcastle have the movie that they film, but them not have nothing to do with it. The $1 billion will be spent making movies and short films. What is it that they are going to do with them? That's why I said to the Minister of Finance, you have no idea what the creative industry needs. We know what it needs. And I said to the youths of this country, give us a chance. And we are going to show you that your talent will make you wealthy. Talk to me.
Colin, morning.
Talk to me.
How are you?
Good enough. Well, me not even so good because me here said the 8-year-old baby died.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it hurts bad, brother.
Yeah, but you see, let me tell you something, you see, Colin. All of us need to come together as one Jamaica. We can, when certain things happen, like you said, them say everybody are the same. Not the same. We need to put a stop. Each of us have a responsibility to expose the criminal and the murderers around us because they know them.
Yes.
People know them.
They are known.
They are known.
Yes.
And, you know, there was a favorite thing that one said, and it happened sometime that when they came for the Jews, I did not say anything because I was not one of them. And then when he realized and they came for him, everybody else is gone, so he must take him lick.
Yeah.
I think that the fancy talk that Nigel and some of them try to put across to us, they are believing that we are in the still 1930s, where information is not at the fingertip of all of us. But anyway, I see a lady, Colin, and I think I sent it to you, that come out now and said she understands why people have this approach about the increase in parliamentarian and judge and everybody's salary. Because when she look at what minimum wage people earn and things, then people have a right. One of your colleagues, Radio Man, said that that person is the only person in the PMP that have any balls and any sense. Now that she have come out and declare her position, I wonder what will he say Monday morning.
Hold on. Talk to me straight. Tell me who say what.
You know that Lisa Anna come out, applaud the increase for politicians.
I heard that, yeah.
And I go to say late. And Chris Hughes, Monday morning, big it up and say she's the only PMP that have any balls.
I'm sure she not have none, you know.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going on there.
Talk to me.
Yeah, and him say, big up Andrew.
Yeah.
Because Lisa Anna come out supporting it.
Yeah.
Well, she basically retract what she had said no.
What she said no?
No, she said that she understands the anger in which people denounce the salary increase. Because when you look at what minimum wage people earn and other people on the training, so to speak,
yes,
then one have to concern about the amount of money that is being paid to our politicians.
Too much one time, man. And anybody can see that. Say, listen, even if you want to agree that the Prime Minister should get $28 million a year, to jump from 9 million to 28 one time is vulgar, out of order, and rude.
Well, you have a favorite caller that I spoke with some weeks ago. And I noticed that people were talking about Bruce Golden. And I see a clip of him. And he mentioned, say, my hotel man run 300 room. getting more than $25 million. So I must look at the Prime Minister and say, why? I want to say to Bruce and Jamaica, that hotel manager, if he managed that hotel like how we manage this economy,
he wouldn't have a job.
have a job.
He wouldn't have a job because that hotel manager have an appraisal done for him every year.
That's correct. So when Bruce is coming out and around more and talk about, I sure was MP and I value more than $12.5 million. Why is it then, if it is so bad, people give up them green card to come in a politics?
But let me say this to you. Let me say this to you, my brother. I said it this morning earlier because it's something that the Almighty bring to me during the week. A teacher will never be able to work as a teacher and become a millionaire or become rich. Neither police and nurse, fireman, them now go come rich.
Or the average civil servant.
Exactly. And the class that you put politician is in that class of service. So when you sign up to go into politics, it's supposed to be service. I tell people all the while I would run this country for free.
No,
because of my patriotism and the fact that I want to give to mankind. So when you're going to politics and you're going to teaching and you're going to nursing, it's supposed to be a calling where no matter what the salaries, you are going to go in there and do the best job you can. No, the Prime Minister told us that now that them all get money, them all do better. So it means that they weren't doing the best that they could. The country was being sabotaged by these people.
Colin, there's a man named Eric Bell who was mayor. And I see Eric Bell going to gully with broom and sweep. Today, what we have is me, I go to work in a suit and tie. Right?
Benny White.
About everything.
Let me tell you, Benny White was me at Port Antonio, and Benny White used to go around and paint the stone himself.
Okay.
I used to see Benny White painting the stone himself, Comrade Benny White.
My brother, I need to talk to you after your program. I'll call you back.
Yes, man. Big up yourself.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. When you want to serve your country, it's a calling. And that's why Jamaica is suffering, because when you allow people with money to buy out the voice of God, you're going to suffer. I tell you that. Because when the people vote and vote their conscience, the Almighty will inspire your leaders, because those leaders are chosen by God. But when you, because of the love of money, the love of it, the root of all evil, that is what you use for choose leaders. That's why Damian Crawford never win at East Portland, because of the love of money. And see what we have now? One MP around the parish. One MP. Because the love of money. And people take a money for vote. And some take a money not to vote. Because you have some people, them say, me nah vote that way there, you know. Easy, I not vote. And them take money and sit down and not vote, and now them a suffer. Now them children are suffer. Crime is out of control. You can't talk to the leaders. Anytime you have a country where the leaders are not afraid of the people afraid of the leaders, you're heading towards a dictatorship. The leaders are supposed to be afraid of the people, because the people wields the ultimate power. No, we have a set of people who behave like they have all the power and the people have no say. The people say, roll back the salary increase. And one man give back all a fee, say no want it.
Lenny I says so. You don't know a real backlocks, you see me? You ever know? Suddenly, some friends became a foe for reasons that I know.
Anybody who is defending the salary increase need to call upon the Prime Minister and say, take your increase. The honorable, the most honorable Andrew Brogard Radam Oldness, say him not taking it. None of it. Take off the Prime Minister of the review. Then why I'm not take it? Why I'm not? I would have loved an interview. Well, I hear Simon Kraskill interview Robert Morgan and him ball and squeal when Simon deal with him.
Said to us it's a waste of time. Let's step it up on crime. But I'm a warrior for the divine.
I got a call from one of my constituents right here in East Portland. Her father went to the KPH and sat an entire night on a chair at the KPH. Sick man sat an entire night on a chair at KPH. Talk to me.
Hello.
Yes, morning.
Good morning. Is this Shaka?
Yes, talk to me.
Okay. I just have a question.
Yes.
And are you having a radio program this morning?
Yeah, man, we're live on the air right now. We're on Portland Spice TV at YouTube, Colin Anthony at Facebook, Fellowship at Facebook. Yeah, man, we're there all over the world right now. Talk to me.
Okay. No, the thing is, I appreciate your program.
Thank you.
It's pretty enlightening. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say thank you to somebody. That's why I know about it.
Yes.
Everett Wilmington, the day when he cussed you out.
Oh, who never know me then, know me now.
I know you now.
Yes.
And then I keep on watching your program from then.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah. So one of the things, I'm not from Portland though.
Not a problem, man.
Okay. One of the things I want to ask you, if I find it's not ethical. The Prime Minister's wife, right? She's on. I was watching Jamaican Carlos.
Yes.
And he stated that the Prime Minister's wife is on the oversight committee. You think that is ethical?
The oversight committee she had a lot of committees. She on the oversight committee for the Integrity Commission.
On the ethics.
She's on that, and she's on the constituency development fund. I think she chairs that one. Yeah.
But she's on some of those major ones that I think somebody else should be on those things.
She's an MP, you know.
I know she's an MP, but like especially the oversight. Because if you're investigating someone, take for instance her husband.
Yeah, but you see, let me tell you something. I have a lot of respect.
How can you investigate her when she's sitting there?
I have a lot of respect, you see, for Bruce Golding.
Yeah.
And when Bruce Golding was Prime Minister, all those committees was chaired by opposition members.
Yeah.
And that's why I said to people, this administration have some serious problem. They insist that they want to chair these committees because they don't want nobody talk to them or overlook them.
And I see this person is on it. I think Everett Wilmington is on that.
Yes, man.
Someone that I think that don't have no ethics whatsoever.
No ethics at all. And I hear Delroy Chuck said that the Integrity Commission have no integrity.
They're trying to tear that down. They form it, but they try to tear it down.
But let me say this to your caller. I believe Delroy Chuck should resign from office right now. And I tell you why. When the judge made the ruling in the guy over St. Thomas there, the Portland man over St. Thomas, Delroy Chuck came out and said the sentence was not enough. Now, there's a rule that there's separation of powers between the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary.
Yeah.
So Delroy Chuck is a part of the executive, and he's also a member of the legislature.
Right.
He should not come out and say anything as it relates to the ruling of the judiciary.
That's it. But they're complaining about the
that is unethical.
Oh, okay. This is what I'm saying. Yeah.
And then him is the Minister of Justice. I don't know how you remember when they arrest Royal Reid. He was in Portland, Delroy Chuck. And him said the policeman, them shouldn't did go Royal Reid yard, go arrest him like Nicodemus in the night. Them should have make Royal Reid come down a station. This is the Justice Minister.
I guess they don't know how to play their role.
They are incompetent. That's all I'll say to you. A bunch of incompetent people running this country. Hello? Caller?
I heard one sound. Yeah.
Talk to me.
One more thing. There's another thing that I want to ask you about.
I'm not hearing you. Speak up.
Oh.
Hello?
I'm underwater.
I'm not hearing her at all. She get very low.
It's like my phone is different then.
Go ahead now. We lost you a little while ago. We're hearing you now. So start over that question for me. Say you have one more question.
My phone is being scrambling.
You what?
I can't hear anything. Hello?
I am hearing you now. Go right ahead with the other question. You say you have another question. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you. We are hearing you loud and clear. You're not hearing us? Caller? All right. Look like we lost her. We were hearing you loud and clear a while ago. So if you're still interested, call us back and ask us that final question. But too much unethical things happening. The Minister of Justice shouldn't be saying those things. Should never be getting involved. Yeah, man. Talk to me. Sorry about that a while ago.
Oh, the phone is de-scrambling, I guess.
All right. So go ahead now.
Yeah. One of the things what I want, here's the next thing I want to talk about. They call the NIDS.
NIDS. Yes, that the new identification.
Okay, because I searched on Google about it, right?
Yes.
To find out. Hello?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you.
You're okay. Yeah, I searched on Google about the NIDS. And what it's saying to me, it's but the NIDS is just like you have your credit card and your bank card and stuff like that you're using, right? That's some of the things, but there's other things to it. And what I was reading up on it, it's funded. NIDS is funded by a technical group operation grant.
Yes.
It was signed from 2011. I don't know who was in power at that time.
At 2011, it was, well, when election, I think we had an election in 2011 or 2012. And the PNP, if it's 2011, I think that was the I don't remember. That's too close. I don't remember if the election was 2011 or 2012, but there was an election somewhere right there about. So the GLP was in power from 2007, 27 to, I think, that's why I say I don't remember if the election was 2012 or 2011. I don't remember. So go ahead, though.
Yeah, it was signed in 2011, September 2011. But this is all that I take off Google, what is important to me, right?
Right.
And it was funded by a technical cooperation grant. The Inter-American Bank. And what puzzles me, went through the Korean Poverty Production Fund. I didn't know that Jamaica was on a poverty list. Through the Korean Poverty Production Fund.
Talk to me.
And the US dollar was 670,000 with the GOJ counterpart fund, which is US again $120,000. Right? And these were all distributed to who they distributed to now. It distributed go through the I think it was the passport office. I don't know who run that. Election Canada, the National Insurance Scheme, and there's another, I think the register, where you register for your birth certificate and stuff like that. That's where those were the, I think, supposed to go distribute to those places.
All right, so somebody's saying to me that the election was December 2011. So if it was signed in September, then that means it would have been a GLP administration who signed that. Yeah,
okay. So this is what I was saying. So this was signed all along, and it was, I think they said it expired with about, they give them about certain months for it to get it done.
And that's why they were pushing it so fast. Because you remember that the NIDS was actually passed and Julian Robinson took it to court and won that case, so they had to do a review on it and come in with it again.
Mm-hmm. And this is why, because I said, let me go and look up on Google and see everything about it and stuff like that. So now I see why they're pushing this and they're forcing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it may be, it's a grant, and grant you don't pay back, I assume.
No, grant you don't pay back. Grant is
and it's
gift.
supposed to be done within a certain time. And I guess it wasn't done. So that's why they're pushing now.
Yeah, they're pushing to get it to have it done now. But
right.
We have to open our eyes. I think it went to a giant select committee of parliament. So therefore, now they are saying that it is okay. It is not so inquisitive or intrusive on our personal information. There's also a Data Protection Act. But let's see where it goes.
Data Protection Act where?
In Jamaica. That's where them said the Data Protection Act has to be enforced so that our data will be protected, because NIDS is asking for quite a few things that is not normally in your ID. Retina scan, fingerprint, toe print.
Jamaica have anywhere to store anything private or anything like that, to be honest with you.
Other countries would have been storing data, and I believe that we can store data. When we go to America, we do a retina scan, and if they ask for a toe scan, we go and do it too.
Right,
so,
right.
You know, sometimes we have to take time and do what we have to do.
Okay. All right. So no, so this is the thing that was troubling me. So let me ask you and stuff like that about the Prime Minister's wife on the oversight committee. That for me is troubling.
Yeah, it is. Thanks for calling, though, and don't stay away too long. All right.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
You see, we have a whole heap of viewers and listeners who are well informed and do the research right away. Thank you, Gene. Let me tell you something, people. You see, people should not be afraid to trust their government. But when you have some people in government, you have to worry. You can't trust them. Got them tell you one thing today, and tomorrow them say the next thing. The Prime Minister said we are going digital, fully digital. And when the opposition said there shouldn't be a mandate, him say we're stupid. But if people voted that they were going to sleep with their doors and window open, if him use that for win election, then the man say we're stupid, you have to give him that. But I said to the Prime Minister, it's not all our way stupid. Not all our way. Most of us, the majority of Jamaicans, are very smart. Yeah?
Yeah, Shaka Fear, big up yourself, can't hear me, don't know year to year are the same thing. Lenny I says so. You don't know a real backlocks, you see me? Yeah, know. Suddenly, some friends became a foe for reasons that I know. Said to us, it's a waste of time. Let's step it up on crime. But I'm a warrior for the divine. Fighting a spiritual war for peace. Hypocrite relax. Dress back, Shaka Fear my real backlocks. Hypocrite relax. Dress back, Shaka Fear my real backlocks. Know that the war is on. Shaka Fear is in command. So warriors arise. Now is the appointed time. Go forth, oh winners of soul.
And of this victory.
Enough steps of victory, I'm sure. So hypocrite relax. Trace back, Shaka Fear my real backlocks. Hypocrite relax. Trace back, I'm on a real backlocks. Hypocrite relax. Trace back, Shaka Fear my real backlocks. Relax. Trace back, real backlocks. I just won't sell my soul.
I'm not ready for your gold.
I'm not ready for your gold. I refuse to take your bribes to make your flawless life. Overnight your business spoil.
His name is Lenny Hyde.
And I want you to know
Portland Zone.
So hypocrite relax.
Sunday, July 9, Boston Jerk Festival. Beanie Man, Louis Culture,
Jason,
Loss, Fab Fives, Gospel by Minister Kukudu. Get your early bird tickets now for only $2,000 at touchstonelink.com. Yeah, man, go on at touchstonelink.com. Get your early bird tickets. Early bird tickets available until the 15th of June. So you have to get your ticket before the 15th of June. Forget it for $2,000. After the 15th, $2,500 pre-sold, $3,000 at the gate. Boston Jerk Celebration 2023. Come eat and drink and enjoy yourself. Sample all different kind of jerk product. Because we're going to be jerking everything. Once you can eat it, we are going to be jerking it Sunday, July 9. And of course, on the 8th, Saturday the 8th, it's World Food and Culture Fest. So you come get some good, authentic Jamaican and other foreign dishes right there at Boston Beach, same way. Yeah, man. Fun and excitement, me I tell you. So my people, wake up and shake up. It's another Saturday. Want to say thanks to all of you who joined in and watched the show. Thanks to all who called in, who participate. I'm going to leave with the Kiprich. Because Kiprich song you bad. Yeah, man, I want to leave with the Kiprich song. Where the Kiprich song there? Kiprich song bad like wow. And Lucian have a song out there too. I should have played the two of them for before I leave. All right, Luciana first. Luciana Wayne Lonesome. Right there.
Yeah! The people can't take when it people like the government of a country, it's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put their life in misery. You understand me, Luciana? What else, man?
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression!
Politicians, your judgment coming for
Politicians should be looking after the poor.
Government.
Politicians must look after poor people. You should be looking after the people of your country. Protecting the people of your country.
Judgment coming for sure.
Yo! Politicians, with the evil's mission, who know we blame. True money and power and fame. Go burn up the youth, them relieve the million. Get them big gun and brainwash them brain. Yo! Wanna buy them cow, wanna buy them clothes, and buy them things. I tune them what them fight in the war. And they don't see them. Now the youth them get wild, cannot be tamed. Who no send out lamb and go shoot out them brains.
Heads of government, stop pressuring the poor. Politicians, the people can't take no more. Heads of government, in your regiment, stop pressuring the poor. Politicians, your judgment coming for sure. Wake up and face reality.
We have to face that, you know.
Cause the people, they need opportunity.
Okay.
Put some emphasis on the poor and the needy. Stop them from living in poverty. Heads of government in your regiment, stop pressuring the poor. Politicians.
They have no plans for this country. They have no idea how to turn around the economy from a low-tech, low-income economy to a high-tech, high-income economy.
Politicians.
We are going to use the creative industry to turn around the economy. The creative industry is a $3 trillion a year industry. Talking about US. If Jamaica get its fair share of it, that industry alone could support the budget. And when the creative industry takes off, we are going to double and triple the tourism income. I like to tell people that New York, when you look at New York, you don't really have to spend government money to advertise New York as a tourism destination, because the creative industry is rich in New York, and that takes care of the publicity of New York. When we get the creative industry in Jamaica on its right footing and achieving its true potential, Jamaica will be promoted by that industry. So we have to spend no extra money promoting Jamaica when you have the creative industry thriving and doing what it ought to do in Jamaica. Get ready for a new innovation, a high-tech, high-income economy.
I sell it out. Me I do this, me not talk with no doubt. Everybody see the salary. One to the teacher, the helper, the nurse, it a bother we. When Andrew
Hey, please like the video, share the video, man. Subscribe to the channel. Portland Spice TV. This is the only show that talks solution. Them we are in. Most show talk the problem, they know the problem. Everybody know it. But we have put the solution forward. Production is needed in Jamaica, more farming. The creative industries, production. You know. But they don't understand it. Just give you a chance, I was showing you. Yeah? Until we meet again next week, may the good Lord continue to bless and keep you all. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace now and forevermore. Until we meet again next week, remember, Sunday, July 9. Remember, get your early bird tickets now. TouchstoneLink.com. Get your tickets now for only $2,000. Bless you, my people.
One about road, Eve Strip. You are send them customer, you go lock face. A brawling robbery. You know, see a brawling robbery. This better than the beryllium. You know, see a buy make them halfway. Brawling robbery. You know, see a brawling robbery. You know, see a citizen around Nana John, Mexico, all Jamaicans are run out. Chinese, them are running. You know, see a tour road, them alone look clean. Everywhere you turn in a this a crime scene, all the returning residents fear to fly.